And away we go. No traffic, except for the
Car
lap.
on your left. All clear, all clear.
I just saw a blue name and thought it was a guy in the pits. So by no traffic, I mean bad traffic. Need to get around this guy. I believe that actually this guy might be fast. I think he was one of the guys. He was certainly in front of me on the grid. I don't know if he qualified faster or not.
Got one on your right. All clear, all clear.
Well, I would like to get away from this guy now. Please, sir, let me go by. I don't like you anymore.
Got one on your left. Clear on the left.
I'm sorry, man. That was my bad.
All clear, all clear.
Really, really sorry, buddy. You really surprised me there. I thought I gave him all the room in the world. I braked very, very early, very hard.
We have 10 to go this time by.
Did not go in the middle of the corner, but of course it doesn't matter. Like, he did obviously surprise me a lot, but it doesn't matter. That's still totally my fault. It's absolutely 100% my responsibility to stay out of the guy. You know, unless he's sideways or something in front of me. I'm thinking we got through that damage-free. My turn-in still feels comfortable, and that's what would have gotten hurt from that front-end damage. If my wing got hurt.
The leader is pitting now.
We're certainly not gonna beat that guy out of the pits, so we have some catching up to do. 9 laps and 8 push to passes left. If I thought it was close, I'd use one here. I guess I might as well use one here. I mean, what am I saving it for at this point? Not gonna use 2 a lap. Make sure my tires are locked up and then push the button.
You're back and forth.
7 pushes for 8 laps. Nine seconds to the guy in front of us. And 11 and change behind. No need to push it, just keep it clean. Don't know what happened there, but my brakes didn't hook up the way I wanted them to. Well, yeah, I'm pushing through those corners now. Don't think it has anything to do with the car. I think it's all driver error. Through the sausage. I actually felt better than my normal line. I might have found some more speed. I wasn't really... That last corner, one where I said I found more speed, that was the... I was struggling on exit. It was also the corner where I was struggling for speed. You have such good feedback in this car. It feels so right when everything's going well and so wrong when they're not. When you're learning a track and you have a corner like that, it feels disgusting when you exit the corner every corner until you find the line. There's not much doubt about it at any point. If you're paying attention, the car will tell you. And that little happy face in front of you, if you're really paying attention, turns into a frown. I think I'm using less brakes. I'm using less pressure on my brakes on those in those braking zones than I was in practice. It's taking it a bit more conservatively, which is good. Problem was I hit my normal brake marker back there, and I'm not using as much pressure, so it doesn't work. My plan is to keep. I should take the more conservative line through those. There's not much racing left. I can only get myself in trouble. Oh, don't want to hit that curb. Probably would have been okay if I didn't lift there, but I lifted big time. We will push the button once we get hooked up. Hooked up, go. Give us those extra revs. Looks like my times are almost 2 seconds slower than my hot lap time. Gives you an idea how much I'm taking it easy right now. And I think I'm locking up my rears. It's hard to tell. Again, because of that delay. Lap traffic. Excellent.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
So if this guy will let us by, it's a pretty good spot. If he's not going to let us by, it's we're going to have to compromise. Yeah, he is. Thank you. I'm turning in way too late there. I'm braking, if anything, a little too much, and then I'm turning in too late. Stupid combination. Push the button.
Thank you.
Now that I think about it,
Yeah, no problem.
when I had 7 pushes left for 8 laps, I should have started using them 1 a lap then, because I can't really make use of it before the start-finish line. So where can I use that other one? Do I want to use it here? Yeah, I will use it going under the truck one of these next laps. This car on those corners, it seems like it's all about that transition from gas to brake, and that's why I said I could use somebody else operating my brakes that can do it, you know, with their left foot or whatever foot they choose, as long as it's not my right foot. Because you want to make that transition as fast as possible, and there's definitely a delay. I bet the delay of my foot going from one pedal to the other is worse than the delay I'm complaining about in audio of 75 milliseconds or whatever. Too fast, too fast. Push to pass. Status quo as far as times go.
5 laps to go.
My plan's going to be to keep that push to pass in my pocket in case something happens where I could use it better.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Fuel might be closer than I like. 5 laps. Got 4.5 left. And I'm forgetting how to drive the car. Through the sausage. Through the sausage and off the rev limiter. Guarantee no one said that before. Turning in too early there. It's interesting, I think I was turning in too late coming into the race. I kind of figured the corner out and then started taking it too far. Started thinking every lap, turn in a little earlier, and then... So that should be 4 laps. Our fuel's at 4.8. I do not trust the iRacing fuel estimator, but there's not much we can do about it now. That's a lie. I could conserve. Four laps. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna start conserving yet. And another thing I probably should have tested is what's my fuel consumption like when I'm using the push to pass. I would not think it changes very much. It gives you a little bit more boost and it lets the engine spin a little bit faster before it hits the rev limiter, but neither of those should be drastic in terms of your fuel rate, I wouldn't think. Says the idiot who doesn't know. But sometimes idiots are right, so I could be right. Ooh, a bump on the exit of the curb there. A little bit later, right here. Yeah, there we go. I slowed a little too much because I'm afraid of it, but I think exactly what I said is what happened there. I found the right line and then I went past it. Still using push to pass here every lap. So I've actually got 4 for 3 laps. Yeah, that math checks out. That's right. 23 over 21 was 22. I'm on a lap. 1 more. Okay, got it. I math good. Last lap was a 1:49.5, so that's about 1 second slower than my normal laps in practice. Could attribute that to me driving more conservatively, like right there I'm braking really early. Could have some damage from when I punted that poor lapped car.
Two laps to go.
Whatever it is, I'm lucky enough that it doesn't seem to matter at the time being. Got 22 seconds behind me now. Still 9 in front. You know what, I've decided that even, I don't think that push to pass is hurting my fuel consumption, but it would be absolutely stupid if it, you know, if I'm totally wrong and it does, so I'm not going to use it now. I'm just going to keep them in the bank. .8, they say, for 2 laps. Totally balls up that one. That was me looking at the differential, going, well, the guy in front of me is 7.7 now. It was 9. I can catch him, and then I just sail through my break point.
You've got about 2 laps left on the fuel.
Good to know. You know, for those of you that do those endurance races, like the Sebring-12 and the Daytona 24, I have an interesting anecdote for you, I heard. In one of the races, I believe it might have been the top split race for the Sebring 12 hour, everybody's running their fuel calculation based on...
Alright, man. White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Okay, sure. You know, it's obviously in a timed race, it's based on when the leader finishes. The leader was on a lap by himself. He was the only one on the lead lap. And he actually ran out of fuel. He took the white flag, and then he ran out of fuel halfway through the lap, which means that all of a sudden there were like 2 or 3 more laps left in the race because he had to get towed, which took forever. And then,
all right, man, that car is a lap down.
I think my anecdote is wrong, as I think I'm trying to tell the story as I'm driving, story that I heard third hand, and drive a car at the same time, and that story didn't even make sense. All I know, I heard there was something with a leader running out of fuel, and because of the way the timed races work, it hurt some people.
You got one on your right. Clear on the right.
I have 1 more goal left for this race, but I'm not going to say it until I actually accomplish it. It's not a podium, so don't worry. My goal was to do the entire race without thinking this corner right here was the carousel, which happened to me several times in practice. I take a totally different line from it, expecting this long, sweeping corner, and instead I got that and just ran off into the grass every time. I keep mentioning the sausage actually for that reason. I told myself I was just gonna... Before I took the carousel line, I was going to wait and see the sausage. I need visual confirmation of sausage before carousel.
Yeah, good win, William. Good job, Yerman.
I will absolutely take this race as it's my first ever Indy road race. Got some points for the mixed series at the very last minute before the changeover tomorrow. Wasn't too bad. And if I'm not mistaken, this race also means I got the award on iRacing for 10 road races in a row without losing iRating. Pretty sure that's going to be the case. I'll have to check it, but I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty hard to get those ones. I'll catch you guys next time. Oop, ran out of fuel before I made it back into the pits.
Uh-oh.
Already.
Dude. And you won't make it up the hill, probably.
Yeah, I already finished, so it doesn't matter, but it's very sad not to make it back to the stall. Oh.
A little bit more. I think my fast.
Yeah, it counts. I made it into pit lane.
Close enough.